Welcome back to Hunter Stories, where we dive deep into the world's most chilling mysteries and unsolved legends. If you love stories that defy logic and keep you up at night, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Today, we're looking at a man who walked onto a plane and walked out into nothing. It was November 24, 1971. A cold, rain-soaked Thanksgiving Eve in Portland, Oregon. At the airport, a man calling himself Dan Cooper walked up to the Northwest Orient counter. He looked unremarkable. Just another businessman in a dark suit and a crisp white shirt. He bought a one-way ticket to Seattle, boarded the plane, and settled into seat 18C. He was calm. He ordered a bourbon and soda, lit a cigarette, and just waited. No one, not the pilot, not the passengers, had any idea that this quiet man was about to pull off the most legendary hijacking in history. He leaned over and handed a note to the flight attendant. She actually thought it was just a phone number from a lonely traveler, so she tucked it away. But then, Cooper leaned in closer and whispered, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." The flight attendant, Flo Schaffner, sat down next to him, her heart pounding. Cooper opened his briefcase just enough for her to see a glimpse of red wires and cylinders. He wasn't screaming. He was chillingly professional. His demands? $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. When they landed in Seattle, the plane sat on the tarmac for hours. While the FBI was frantically scrambling to gather the money, Cooper just sat there. He was perfectly calm, even chatting with the crew like they were out for a business lunch. Once the cash and parachutes were delivered, he let all 36 passengers go. But he wasn't done. He gave the pilots his final order: fly me to Mexico City. He told the pilots to keep the plane low, under 10,000 feet, and keep the landing gear down. Outside, a massive storm was screaming. Freezing rain was lashing against the windows. Somewhere over the pitch-black wilderness of Washington state, Cooper did the unthinkable. He strapped the money to his waist, put on a parachute, and lowered the rear stairs. The cockpit lights started flashing red. The pilot shouted over the intercom, "Is everything okay?" Cooper's last words were a simple, cold, "No." He stepped out into a 200-mile-per-hour wind and vanished into the freezing night. Just like that, he was gone. The FBI launched one of the most intense manhunts in history. They called it Norjack. 4 months, agents and soldiers hacked through thick, dangerous forests. They found nothing. No body. No parachute. No suit. It was as if he had literally evaporated into the clouds. Decades passed. Then, in 1980, a young boy digging in the sand by the Columbia River found 3 rotting bundles of cash. Nearly $6,000. The serial numbers matched. This was the only piece of Cooper anyone ever found. It leaves you wondering, did he die in that jump? Was he swallowed by the wilderness? Or was he smart enough to bury a little cash just to throw the feds off his trail while he escaped with the rest? In 2016, after 45 years of searching, the FBI finally gave up and closed the case. D.B. Cooper became a ghost, a phantom of the clouds. Some see him as a brilliant outlaw, others as a desperate man who met a lonely, frozen end in the woods. To this day, we still don't know his real name. Was he an ex-paratrooper? A disgruntled worker? Or just a man who wanted to disappear? The legend of the man who fell from the sky lives on, hidden somewhere in the deep forests of the Pacific Northwest. What do you think? Did he survive the fall, or is he still out there? Tell us your theories in the comments.